Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Governor Sanwo-Olu inspects Okpebi Mende Ojota Link Bridge, says project will be ready by second quarter of 2024. Lagos State holds Art of Technology 5th edition, and Lamata celebrates 20th anniversary. The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has announced that the ongoing Okpebi Mende Ojota Link Bridge construction and other arterial roads connecting the flyover will be ready for commuters by the second quarter of 2024. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu made this comment during an inspection exercise of the project.
January 26, 2022, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu flagged off the construction of the Okpebi Mende Ojota Link Bridge to address the traffic challenge often experienced by commuters on that axis.
We've decided to provide a carefully designed, innovative solution that will ease the daily gridlock that we currently experience by commuters around the Okpebi, Mobolaji Johnson, and the Ojota Mende corridor of our state.
The road infrastructure length is 3.89 kilometers, handled by local and foreign engineers, and Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, his deputy Kadri Hamzat, and some state cabinet members are here for an on-the-spot assessment of the project conceived over a year ago. The bridge is already taking shape with the level of work achieved so far. A member of the Lagos State House of Assembly representing Ikeja 2 constituency commends Governor Sanwo-Olu for investing in road infrastructure.
On behalf of the constituency, myself, Honorable Adedamola Rizal Kasumu, Honorable Sheyi Lawal, and the representative House of Reps member, Honorable James Abiodun-Faleke, and the entire good people of Ikeja constituency, thank you, because this is not a project for Ikeja constituency 1, it's a project for Ikeja constituency 1 and 2, and all other connecting areas within Lagos State. And we thank you that then you said you were not going to forget Ikeja, and you have proven today that you have not forgotten Ikeja. So far, so good. We thank you for this work so far, and we know that by the time it is complete, it is going to be a state of the art, like you said. Thank you very much, Mr. Governor.
After the inspection tour, the governor says the project is 65% complete and expresses satisfaction for the work done.
This project was conceived about a year, not up to a year and a half ago, over a year ago, which is meant to solve a major traffic for our citizens, people that are coming from Toyi, Allen, Okpebi. How can they access, the Ojota Bridge? People from Maryland, how can they go on straight into Ikeja? So it will solve a lot of the alternative problems that we have either on Kudirat Abiola Road, even going as far as going towards Alausa. If you're also trying to solve the major traffic issues we have on Mobolaji Bankantoni Way, and all of it. And as you can see, we're on top of the new bridge, which has the Odoyalaro, stream right under this bridge. So this bridge, these link roads and bridges, as you can see, is been a very tough terrain. Apart from the main bridge that you'll see, there are also additional bridges both on my right, and even all of the slip roads are like decompiled, meaning that there are bridges, in their own right, because you can see that the soil texture are really, really bad. In fact, the project manager, Julius Baja, says they have to do excavation of over 20 meters in some places, just so that they can preserve, the land, and they can walk seamlessly. So part of the things that we see as a small problem is how to now link this place with Ojota. They've done a bridge to our right there, but the road connection has to also go under this old bridge at some point. And so there are a few issues there that they need to remove, and also all of the connection around underneath this bridge. You can also see that there are one or two houses that they have to, take down and rebuild their fences down there. But I think what this has opened up to is that this is an economic development that we're changing the face of traffic management, we're changing the face of commuting in Lagos, and we're changing the face of access to modern infrastructure, roads, and development. I dare say that some of the downside that you see is that because people that are also building in this terrain have not done all the work that they need to do. We notice that there are some buildings on my right-hand side there that appear as if they are tilting, right? And you can see it for yourself, gentlemen of the press, that indeed, in due course, some of those buildings will need to come down, if they are not currently also on their own taking down those buildings. So that's why we always advise, our citizens that you just don't see a land and you start building. You just don't see a piece of land and you go on it and start building, because the consequences of not doing the right thing is that it will catch up with you. I'm impressed with the amount of work that Messrs. Julius Baja has done here. And we came here last, I think about 11 months ago, was in January or so, or February. And between that time and now, this bridge was not in existence at that time. There was barely nothing. I'm happy with the level of work that we've seen thus far. We're still on track with the commissioning, with the completion rather. We're still hoping that by the second quarter next year, towards the third quarter, they should finish this entire road construction so that we can hand it over to the citizens and also can be available. There's still going to be a bit of furniture that you're going to see on this bridge. Eventually, it will look like another iconic bridge in Lagos, which will be similar to what we have in Lekki, axis. And as you can see, there's enough room for cycling. There's enough room for pedestrian walking, even on the bridge. So it's a total life change. We are going to be encouraging people that want to exercise, right, that want to move freely, and ensure that what we see in other developed nations are the kind of infrastructural development that we're doing in Lagos. So overall, like I said, we're happy with the contractor, we're happy with all of the consultants that are here, but there's still a lot of work to be done. But the major heavy lifting, which is the major bridge component, have all been completed. So it's really a decompile on all of the slip roads around, that will come, and that will take you to either, Maryland, that will take you to Ojota, that will take you to Okwebi, and they're also doing a lot of road improvement on the Okwebi, Mende road and bridge, so that it will free the entire traffic, all around this corridor. So I would say between 60-65%, is what I can see, yes. And I did say that, coincidentally, our members from the Lagos State House of Assembly also have joined us. The Chairman, House Committee on Works, the Deputy Majority Leader is also here. Mr. Deputy is here himself, and other cabinet members that have direct supervision on this road. We're all here, and we've seen things for ourselves, and we're happy, and we're believing that the contractor will keep to the commitments that we have on this road project.
Modern-day construction method is what Mr. Sanwo-Olu's administration has adopted for the construction of the Okwebi-Mende-Ojota link bridge without any demolition of structures, and the state government hopes to deliver the project by the second quarter of next year to ease traffic congestion and bring about economic development in Lagos State.
From road infrastructure to technology, this time Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has called for synergy between government, creative industry, the academia and civil society to build a future where the digital heartbeat of Lagos will resonate across the globe. Governor Sanwo-Olu made the call at the Art of Technology Lagos 5.0 conference. Take a look.
It's the Art and Technology Lagos 5.0 at the Landmark Event Center, Victoria Island, Lagos. This year's conference focused on the creative economy and the digital Lagos that will be favorable for creative industry players, tech entrepreneurs, and academia. Students, tech entrepreneurs had the opportunity to display their creative work to the people. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, and some state executive cabinet members are here to witness the occasion. The State Committee for Innovation, Science and Technology highlighted the benefits of technology and the objectives of AOT Lagos 5.0.
Through Mr. Governor's own dedication to the startup ecosystem, in 2019, we formed the Lagos State Science Research and Innovation Council. This council has been responsible for funding over 60 value-creating startups across different sectors, in agri-tech, in fintech, in construction tech, circular economy and climate change. Companies like Price Pally, as you know, an e-commerce agri-tech company, received some of their first funding from LASRIC, and now they have 28% profit margin in their sector. Right? Companies like Farms to You, Moon Innovations, these are some of the companies that are benefited from LASRIC's grants. And last year, we started the first public sector venture fund. Now, this fund is supposed to help startups at the very grassroots level to give them their initial runway for them to scale. And of course, we are partnering with private sector players to be able to resource some of these startups. We have other programs in the sector as well. LASRIC has been responsible for funding over 70 research and development initiatives across universities. Ladies and gentlemen, if we do not create, we will not be taken seriously. R&D is a very, very instrumental tool, instrumental process in creating unique solutions in our ecosystem.
Collaboration between Lagos State and the federal government is sealed by the Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy to boost the creative sector and be of benefits to the youth.
We shouldn't see these events as just an opportunity to gather, to celebrate, but we should see it as a call to action, an opportunity for us to bind together. Again, remembering that Lagos is Lagos and Lagos is great because there's an ecosystem of creativity that thrives in this city. That the people of Lagos makes Lagos the Lagos that it is today. That we bind together to start to think more deeply around how we leverage creativity, innovation, science and technology to leapfrog development in this state. Starting from myself and Commissioner Tumboso Alake, I'd like to challenge us to think of how to turn Lagos into a smart city. How do we leverage deep investment in the infrastructures that exist in this state to drive the application of technology for prosperity, to ensure that our city is smarter? Whether when we think about environment or opportunity to use technology in education or apply technology for public health issues. I am committing to working with you to ensure that by Q1 next year, that we can actually open up the ISM band of spectrum to innovators who want to build smart applications for this city by Q1 next year.
Nigerian actor and film producer Kunle Afolayan commends government effort in supporting the creative industry and also highlights other areas that must be worked on.
It is our civic responsibility to pay tax. But then I think a lot of people in that space need a lot of enlightenment because their understanding of the creative sector is completely wrong. Or rather, I'll say, they need more, more orientation of some sort. As at today, our power generation bill, and I'm saying diesel and NEPA, between diesel and NEPA, monthly is 2.5 million in one space. We spend like 1 point something on diesel, and on NEPA, we do pretty much about the same thing. And then you see stickers from LRS, FRS. So I think the people at the realms of affair when it comes to creative stuff need to really help us to, create a synergy between our space and the government so that we can sit and look at this critically, sir.
Governor Sanwo-Olu calls for synergy between the creative industry and government and build the digital world-place in Lagos.
The Lagos Initiative for Creative Industry, we have looked at 4 different areas. We've looked at investment in infrastructure and technology. Currently, where we've done about halfway of our 6,000 kilometer metro fiber ducts connectivity, where we want to have fiber connectivity in almost every part, of the state. You can imagine what that will do, in terms of your content and in terms of your access, in the social media space, and just generally what that will do. Like I said, we've completed 50% of that. We also have the Lagos Film City, which we just, about 2 months ago, we did a groundbreaking ceremony. This is, at first start, it's a $100 million project that will be executed on a PPP model. The Lagos Film City is conceived as a comprehensive entertainment industry campus and film lot. It will take, credence from the likes of Universal Studios in Hollywood, and the facility will provide not only living and working spaces for filmmakers, for writers, for musicians, for marketing professionals, and all industry personnel, fostering the realization of the creative idea. We also want to collaborate with the World Intellectual Property Rights. We cannot just be given lip service to issues around piracy and people that are stealing from this industry. So I'm told that we have to identify and work with the World Intellectual Property Organization under the leadership of Dr. Moody. The collaboration is aimed to establish a robust framework for enforcing copyright laws. Once we're getting to this stage, we need to be able to do it globally, how it's being done everywhere in the world. We believe that from enforcing these copyright laws, it will help to simplify the process for artists, for writers, for musicians, and other people in the creative minds to safeguard their work. And that's it, to be able to safeguard your work and be sure that indeed all of your sweat and all of your very creative minds will not go unnoticed. This initiative will not only ensure a fair compensation for creators, but also enhances and appeal for investment and collaboration.
With massive investment in the digital space on the part of state and federal government, no doubt the creative industry will help boost the GDP of the nation.
Lagosians, it is no news that the present administration of Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu delivered projects in different sectors of the economy through the themes agenda. With this success in mind, the second term of the present administration has included social inclusion, gender equality, and the affairs of youths in its agenda. Now, we have the Themes Plus agenda. With this, no one is left behind on account of their social status, gender, or age. Lagosians, be prepared for another 4 years of a total revamp in all sectors. Igbega Ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, Àjùmọ̀ṣe.
Finally on the program, the Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority Lamata celebrates its 20 years of existence with impressive achievement. At the 20th anniversary occasion, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu assures residents of Lagos of more improvement in the transportation landscape. Take a look.
Lamata was conceived in 2002 by the Lagos State government to reform the transport system and create a world-class intermodal integrated system for Lagosians. Since 2003, Lamata has played a pivotal role in developing Lagos's extensive transportation infrastructure including the Lagos Blue and Red rail lines, bus rapid transit system, first and last mile buses, and the implementation of the digital payment system called the Cowrie Card being used for state public transportation. It's been 2 decades of hard work and progress, a reason for Lamata staff to wine and dine and celebrate its 20th anniversary. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, his deputy Kadri Hamzat, and other stakeholders working with the agency are all here for the gala at the Sheraton Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos. The managing director of Lamata, Mrs. Abimbola Akianjo, commends the governor for supporting the agency and also used the opportunity to charge her team to leave an incredible mark on the transport industry in the next 2 decades.
I want to thank Mr. Governor, Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, for being that ray of hope in the transport subsector in Lagos State, through making us, the transport family, the first pillar of his developmental agenda, the team's agenda. Traffic management and transportation is the first pillar for that acronym. I dare say that history will be kind to you, sir. I want to salute my predecessors in office for setting Lamata on a sound footing. We thank you for all that you both did for Lamata. To my proactive staff, whoop, whoop. I say, well done. But this is a time we need to do more for the generality of the people through our different transport initiatives to give modal choices to our people. We have many more bridges to cross together. I know that together, we will not disappoint the over 20 million people of Lagos. As we look forward to another 20 years, let us all strive to leave an indelible mark, ensuring that our contributions reverberate through the annals of time.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is excited to be part of a remarkable milestone achieved by the agency since inception and assures residents of more investments in the transportation landscape.
One of the major accomplishments of Lamata has been the implementation of our integrated and multimodal transportation system. There's been a lot of firsts that Lamata has been able to create for us as a city, as a state, and as a country. Lamata today has shown that indeed when we put our heart and our mind to things, there is nothing that we cannot achieve. And we can see that with the full implementation and completion of the Blue Line that we're all celebrating today. It was started, it was conceived as part of the robust transportation master plan, and it was started several years ago, and we're happy that this government were able to put strategic financing and creative financing together for us to be able to complete the Blue Line that is working and is carrying over 20 to 25,000 passengers on a daily basis right now. And so as we celebrate the impressive achievements of Lamata in its 20 years of existence, Lagosians have so much to look forward to in the coming months and years ahead. I want to commit and say that we've almost completed the Red Line infrastructure, and I'm hoping that within the first quarter of 2024, Lamata has assured us that we will be able to hand over to the citizens the Red Line that will start operation, also to be able to move even more passengers than what the Blue Line is currently moving. Some of the other initiatives that are also ongoing is the Green Line, which will serve on the Lekki corridor, the Purple Line, which will connect from Redemption Camp to Ojo, the eco-friendly buses, which we are introducing next year in partnership with some of our private sector operators. Some of them are here. and also the connection and the relationship that both Lagos State and Ogun State were trying to collaborate. And all of these things that we're doing it and ensuring that we keep on track, issues around climate change, ensure that we can improve the air quality of our city. We want to reduce greenhouse gas emission and the commencement, of infrastructure that will outlive us, that can stand the test of time and can be competitive and compete with any other infrastructure in any part of the world.
The gala night got more interesting with the raffle draw. Adebayo Badamosi wins a brand new car. Another lucky winner, Abidemi at Tobatele, got 2 million naira. Emmanuel Michael also won a 50-inch television, while 12 others received productivity awards, and Mr. Babatunde Kafaru was honored with a long service award.
Is our longest serving staff currently at Lamata, serving 20 years of dedicated service in Lamata. He has been with Lamata since inception.
The event was rounded off with the launch of Lamata's compendium titled Second Decade of Transforming Transport in Lagos State.
In the last 10 years.
That's the program for this week. Remember to familiarize yourself with all Lagos traffic rules and road signage. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Until next time, always stay safe. Bye for now.